This team is both naughty and nice, with the likes of Incineroar with Helping Hand to give its allies a boost, or Iron Bundle to encourage its enemies to repeat their moves. We certainly got some nice aspects here, while we also have a few naughty aspects with Grimmsnarl's Thunder Wave and Amoonguss's Clear Smog to remove stat boosts from the opponents. And not to mention, we've got Iron Bundle to slow things down for the likes of Miraidon and Arceus. Granted, Arceus has extreme speed, but Arceus does appreciate having its opponents get slowed down after it gets a sword stance up and has to go for Shadow Claw because, you know, Psychic Train's a thing, Farigiraf is a thing, but yeah, that's pretty much the synopsis of the team right there. Before we jump into some battles though, let's have a quick word about today's partner. Christmas is coming in 20 days, so better get festive. Hence my contribution to the decorating. Look, I don't know if you guys got the same kind of upbringing that I did or something similar, but Mama Shucko used to say Santa is watching, so you better be nice. Or technically, in fact, what she used to say was Santa's elves are
always watching.
Which is a bit unnerving, almost a little naughty even. But don't worry, because that's where today's partner, Cheeky, comes into play, because they have a holiday-themed soap set. In fact, a naughty and nice set. Whether you lean towards nice, like Santa Daddy Queso, or naughty, like Charlie. Look, I enjoy Charlie's interpretations of modern-day poetry as he spits on people, but his word choice can be a bit naughty at times. Regardless of which faction you fall under, whether it be naughty or nice, freshen up with these limited edition themed bars from Cheeky. Enjoy the strong scent of fir needles with naughty, or the sweet aroma of cookies with nice. Either way, use my code SHUCKO to snag these bars at 10% off on your orders. Or don't, if you hate fun. Or cleanliness, for that matter. Look, I get it, it's fun to be the poison type trainer, but you're better off smelling like a sweet winter Cherubi than cold Grimer sludge this holiday season, especially if you're under the mistletoe. So what are you waiting for? Once the video ends, head over to usecheeky.com/shucko to get 10% off on your order of Cheeky soap. Actually, no, pause buttons exist for a reason. Head over now before you miss out on this limited drop. Thank you to Cheeky for partnering with me, and now back to the video. Okay, we've got Terrapagos, Dragonite, Shenpao, Goldengo, Grimmsnarl, and Arcanine. Now, I do like that Sword of Ruin for my Arceus. I also really love the idea of being able to get a sword stance up and just see what Arceus can do. So, I think that's okay. I think a Shadow Claw would do some big damage into Goldengo. But, you know, I feel like Miraidon Bundle might be a nice lead here as well. Yeah, I don't see any fake out right away. I don't see any means of blocking priority. So I think we'll go with the Bundle and Miraidon. I think we'll bring Arceus in the back. And I do really like having Grim for some screen support, as well as some Thunder Wave. I do like that, but I kind of want to bring Incin. Honestly, I think Incin might be nice because we always had the fake out pressure too. So we can certainly go with that. And if my opponent does have like the Chien-Pao Dragonite combo, I can always get an Icy Wind off with Iron Bundle and just go for a Volt Switch with Miraidon if I need to. So, I mean, I do have that. It's going to be Terrapagos and Grimmsnarl. Okay. So, nothing wrong with this. I do have the specs, so like I can do some massive damage with a Tera Electric. And honestly, I kind of like that. I do have the Encore, so if they're a calm mindset on the Terrapagos, I can always lock them into that. So it just depends. Do I really want to give them a good zap, or do I just want to Volt Switch? You know what? I kind of want to give Grim the zap. I think I'm safe to Tera Electric. Let's see here. Like, I don't think I need Arceus to go Tera Normal. Like, I think an Icy Wind as well as a Tera Electric should be okay. And then this way too, like, I get a little bit chip into Terrapagos. If they Calm Mind, I just Encore them into it. and then I just target them down with the Electro Drift. I mean, I'm Specs, so I can't switch my moves, but I can do some massive damage with this. And plus, I still have Hadron Engine in electric terrain, so I think this is going to be okay. And we do get the confirmation that Tera Shell is going off, so we are going to hit Terapagos. So that's nice. We get a nice little chunk into Grimmsnarl there. And with the Electro Drift, this is going to be big. Yeah, this is going to be big. Yeah, Grimmsnarl is gone, so they only get the one screen up. That's nice. And we'll find out what Terapagos does. Oh, it's actually got Thunderbolt. Okay. Not where I thought that was going to go, but alright. Interesting. I do like the electric coverage on the Terapagos. So, let's see right here. We've got our specs. Dragonite's going to come in here, which, you know what, I'm okay with. They can try to E-speed the bundle, but I'm just gonna go for the Protect. I'll go for Protect here, and then I'll ooh, nice, okay. Who's ever coming in here is gonna be eating an Electro Drift, and I am a-okay with that. Nice, it's Chenpao. Alright. They might be going extreme speed into the Miraidon, which I don't overly love. But this is okay. Like, if they decide that they're going to go for bundle, I mean, that's fine. They got their Terra Normal off. That's all right. Getting their Terra into Dragonite is okay, because then I can always come in with Arceus. I can always extreme speed the Chenpao. And Miraidon should take this, no problem. Exactly 1 HP, but you know what? That's fine. That is fine with me. So, they get down to 1 HP with Chenpao, Dragonite. Dragonite takes no damage this turn, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in Incin. And I'm just going to Icy Wind. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of chip damage off into Dragonite in case it's multi-scale. But, I mean, Arceus is still going to be alright. Really, if I can... Okay, they're inner focus, which is good to know. If I can get... Ooh, that's a lot of damage into Incin, but I mean, that's okay. If I can get Arceus set up, Arceus just starts wailing on the Dragonite, I mean, that's great. Because Dragonite is also... Ooh, no Sucker Punch off the Chenpao, that's nice. Alright, we get to take that. Incineroar can always come in, pivot with a parting shot, and then I can always try to get Arceus in that way. Terapagos is coming in, which the Tera Shell is broken, which is nice. So I think what I could do... I think I just Flare Blitz into the Dragonite. They might E-speed into the bundle, but I mean, that's okay. I don't mind it if they do. They might just target the... no, they do go for the bundle, which is nice. All right. I can get Arceus in now. And they can't Terastalize with Terapagos. Oh, the Earth Power is not great. Okay. Not ideal. But, I mean, I still have Arceus. I get a Swords Dance up. Arceus is going to be sitting really pretty. Yeah, like, Arceus will be able to do some big damage to Dragonite with its own extreme speed. I would have loved to have been able to get some chip damage off into the Dragonite, but, I mean, that's okay. I'll Swords Dance, and I'll just go for E-speed and just hope. I mean, they might just decide... I mean, Miraidon's the likely target. No, okay. Well, Miraidon's got some massive damage coming here. So, let's see right here. How much does Terapagos take? Terapagos goes down, okay. Chenpao and Grimmsnarl are down. It's just Dragonite. Dragonite staring down my now Swords Dance boosted Arceus. And my Specs. My Specs Miraidon, which is nice. Electricity is gone, but that's fine. I have Specs. I have the extreme speed. So we almost knocked them out. If they went for Arceus, I mean, that's fine. No, they went for Miraidon, which, you know what, Arceus should be able to clean up, unless we're in a weird speed dynamic. I don't mind. I don't mind Miraidon going down there. I have my own extreme speed. They have theirs. I think Arceus is okay here. Now, unless we speed tie, which we don't. So, yeah, Arceus just cleans in here. So, Arceus got that Sword Stance boost, which we definitely needed. And I'm glad they went for the... I'm glad they went for the Arceus. Like, if they had gone for the Miraidon and just left Terapagos... like, if they kept Terapagos safe that way, it would not have gone well for me. It certainly would not have gone well, but... very happy about how that worked out. The +2 extreme speed wasn't quite enough to initially knock it out, but I mean, we were able to land the second one, no problem. So very, very grateful that Arceus was able to tank that first one. And also very grateful Miraidon was able to take it with the 1 HP. So yeah, that's enough thoughts on that battle. Good game to my opponent. Let's move on. Okay, we have Magearna, Calyrex Ice Rider, Female Indeedee, Annihilate, Smeargle, and Urshifu. But now, that is not a pretty team for either Arceus or Miraidon, but we'll get creative. We'll figure things out. I think what we can do here is we can bring in the Grimmsnarl. I think Grimmsnarl is going to be really pleasant to have. Just realizing, too, that the scary thing here is I can't hit that Indeedee at all, and trying to get my pivot in for the electric terrain is going to be very, very crucial. I think I can go Amoonguss. If I can spore that Calyrex, that might be nice. I might need to use my Tera Water for it. Yeah, I think we'll go Miraidon, and I don't know if Arceus is the call here. Yeah, I don't know if Arceus is the call. You know what? We'll do it anyways. We'll bring Arceus. We'll bring Miraidon in the back. I just need to hope I can get that Annihilate with a Thunder Wave and not eat a Final Gambit. If I eat a Final Gambit, that's not pleasant. Oh, it's Smeargle and it's Annihilate. Okay, that's it's not something I want to see, but what I could do, I can Prankster, Thunderwave, the Annihilate, and I think I try to Pollen Puff it, maybe. That's either going to be sashed or it's going to be it's either going to be sashed or it's beat up. Well, it's probably sashed or safety goggles for the item. I'm going to Rage Powder. I'm going to Rage Powder in case they go for beat up. No, they go for Grimmsnarl. Okay. If they want bulk up, that's fine. I can clear Smog. No, they want Final Gambit, which Amoonguss should be okay. I live with 2 HP, but I mean, I don't mind Annihilate going down there. Yeah, what I could do, I could try to Thunderwave the Calyrex. Yeah, I could try to Thunderwave Calyrex, maybe switch Amoonguss out. If Magearna comes in, that's not bad either. For now. No, it's Calyrex. Okay. I think maybe what I do, I think maybe I throw up a Reflect. I switch an Arceus just to get Amoonguss back some HP. Because I don't know if this is Terra Grass yet. And if it's not Terra Grass, I would love to Spore. Terra Water Amoonguss would be really handy to deal with Calyrex. I'm just glad that Final Gambit left me with 2 HP because I get to keep Amoonguss, get Regenerator up. I can always... Yeah, okay. I can always go for Extreme Speed Sword Stance Antics if I need to. Glacial Lance is not going to be pretty, but I mean, better that than Trick Room going up right away. Speed is sharply boosted. It's at +1. It might be able to. It might be able to outspeed me now. Because Extreme Speed and Follow Me have the same priority, which is not ideal. Yeah. Yeah, they're both at +2 priority, which is kind of gross. And technically, Smeargle's at +1 because it was -1 speed the first turn, +2 the second. So I don't mind trying to get a Sword Stance up. They're just going to protect the Cali, which is nice. We'll go for the Thunder Wave into the Smeargle just to slow it down. And that should help the Follow Me stuff. Unless they Spore Arceus, which, I mean, that is possible. If they Spore Arceus, so, yeah, okay, that's not great. Yeah, what do I want to do now? Well, I'm going to take a guaranteed turn. I'm going to Spirit Break into the Smeargle. Now, Arceus is the fastest thing on the field, so this won't give away Protect. What I could do is hope Arceus wakes up, go for the Shadow Claw into Calyrex if Trick Room doesn't go up. There's just the Follow Me, which, I mean, if Trick Room goes up here, that's okay. And getting some defense off of the Smeargle is going to be nice. Yeah, getting some damage off. I think I said defense, but yeah. Anyways, getting a little bit of chip off into it isn't that bad. Okay. Speed went up again. All right, special attack fell. That's not the end of the world. I'm going to Thunder Wave the Calyrex just in case. And I'm going to just try to wake up. No, I stay asleep. Okay. But, you know what? We haven't seen Amoonguss come in yet. Or, not Amoonguss. Tera get activated yet. Not that it matters because Calyrex is now asleep. If I need to bring in an Amoonguss and become resistant to Glacial Lance, I can. Realistically, what I need to be able to do is land a Clear Smog into that thing. Yeah, I need to land a Clear Smog into that Calyrex because that is starting to get scary. Now, they can potentially miss their turn, which is nice. All right, let's see here. I have 4 turns of Reflect. And there's 3 turns of Trick Room. All right. We'll go for the Protect just to see if we can get it. Nice. Thank you, Arceus. If Amoonguss can come in and Clear Smog, I might be okay. Okay, there's the Follow Me. Glacial Lance is going to, unfortunately, take Grimm away, but Grimm did what it needed to do. Arceus can E-Speed. Calyrex can, or not Calyrex. Calyrex can eat a Clear Smog. I think Amoonguss is the one who has the Tera, though. I think I do have the Tera, Amoonguss, and unfortunately, because I made them slower with the Thunder Wave, that might not keep me safe. They don't have any defense into them, do they? No, they don't. Okay. I'll go for the Tera into the Amoonguss just to try to resist the Glacial Lance. I don't think Amoonguss is going to live, though. I need Calyrex to either go for a... I need for Calyrex to go for a Protect or to lose their turn to Paralysis, which is not a good feeling. Getting rid of Smeargle is nice, though. That's 2 Pokemon gone. If I can land this Clear Smog, awesome. That might give Arceus some hope. Nice. Okay. So, all their attack boosts are gone into Calyrex. That's very helpful. I haven't seen Tera off of either of these Pokemon, which is a little bit concerning. I'm going to Pollen Puff into Arceus, and I'm going to E-Speed that Calyrex. See if I can get the damage off. Yeah. And then if Miraidon can come in here and pick up a KO, into Magearna. That would be a great way to clean up. Yeah, at the neutral mark, Amoonguss might live a Glacial Lance. I don't think it lives at +1, even resisted. Magearna's going to protect. Awesome. Let's see here. Are they expecting... Yeah, I think they were expecting a Spore into the Magearna. But this is going to let me keep Arceus around. Twisted Dimensions are gone. Great. What I can do here, I'll go for a Rage Powder with Amoonguss. I'll Shadow Claw into the Calyrex slot. Yeah, they go for Protect, which is fine. Can Magearna learn Trick Room? Yes, it can. They might have just Trick Roomed with Magearna, which is not ideal. But I do have the Extreme Speed if they do Trick Room. No, they went for Dazzling Gleam. Okay. I'm pretty sure Shadow Claw does it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shadow Claw does it from this range. And I think Electro Drift with Specs should certainly help. I think we're okay. Magearna is really slow, so I think I'm okay with the Specs and the Hadron Engine boost. And we saw Protect off of Magearna. Okay, they're going to Tera, maybe Tera Grass, which... Tera Fairy, which, you know what, they're going to drop their weakness to Shadow Claw, but I mean, Arceus should be okay. Yeah, Magearna goes for Protect. What I should have maybe done was go for the Drift. I should have went for the Drift in the Calyrex just in case. Yeah, they live, but they missed their turn. Nice. Okay. Okay. We Electro Drift. And you know what? They might just protect. Battle's canceled. That's fine. Battle's canceled. What I was gonna say is we go for the Electro Drift and we go for the Extreme Speed. Pick off the Calyrex, and then Magearna is just gonna eat that. Which Magearna, I don't know my calcs with Magearna all that well, which is sad because I've used Magearna on the ladder. But Magearna might have been able to take it. I don't know. It specs Miraidon with Axe Special Attack. It might not have. I think it needs Tera, but yeah. Anyways, that was gross, but we pulled it back, and yeah. We also got to just clear smoke that Calyrex. Amoonguss got to be a little bit naughty there and remove those stat boosts, which, I mean, hey, that's nice for me. Not so nice for my opponent. But on that note, good game to my opponent. All right, we have an opposing Miraidon with Metagross, Iron Valiant, Garchomp, Dragapult, and Torkoal. Okay. I like the looks of this. I like the look of Iron Bundle. I don't really love the look of the Iron Valiant Wide Guard because, yeah, that's not pleasant, but I do love the potential Extreme Speed here. I love the Extreme Speed. They have a Torkoal, which I'm kind of wondering where the Trick Room is. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that, but you know what? That's okay. I think Incin could be great. I think Incin and Miraidon could be great. Iron Bundle in the back could be nice. I don't think I love the idea. I don't love the idea necessarily of a Miraidon showdown, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I could deal with that. Incin might be nice for the fake out pressure. I think we go Miraidon. I think we go Incin. I think we go Arceus in the back. And let's bring Bundle. Let's bring Bundle here. I don't mind the idea of trying to get a little bit of chip damage off. I mean, if I can also Encore my opponents into something. If I can Encore them into Wide Guard, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Miraidon Torkoal. Okay, interesting combination. Torkoal does get Helping Hand, which is terrifying, but unless they're cloaked, I think I can just Volt Switch and Fake Out. Honestly, Volt Switch feels really nice here. Yeah, I could Volt Switch. I could Fake Out. Yeah, I'll keep my Tera for now. I'll go for the Fake Out into their Miraidon. If they're not cloaked, great. I don't mind making that thing flinch, and I don't mind bouncing around and hitting their Torkoal. So Fake Out goes off no problem. We get the little bit chip. We get the Volt Switch off into Torkoal. That's a knocked out turtle. I can pivot into either Arceus or Bundle, which honestly, I like the idea of going into Bundle for the Icy Wind. And I'm sashed, so I mean, I can Icy Wind to get a little bit of chip and take advantage of the fact that I have speed. Hydro Pump's not doing me any favors with the sun up, but I mean, that's okay. Miraidon does flinch, so we get confirmation that it is not Covert Cloak. What I could do is I could Parting Shot with Instant and Icy Wind and then get my own Miraidon in. I'm actually faster than their... I'm actually going to be faster than their Dragapult with Bundle, so I mean, that's fine. I'm going to Parting Shot. I'm going to Icy Wind. Instant is not going to be able to do any good against the Dragapult with the Parting Shot, but I mean, if I can get a little bit of speed chip, or a speed control and a little bit of chip with Bundle, that's going to make life a lot easier for my Miraidon. It's also going to make life a little bit easier for Arceus too, in the long run. That did a lot. Wow, okay. Also, that's Cursed Body. Huh, okay. Draco Meteor into Instant, which I don't love, but Life Orb, Cursed Body. Okay, okay. Spicy. Spicy. Okay. Okay. I do love the Parting Shot that's coming my way. Ooh, Discharge. They're going to knock out their own Dragapult, which I love. I love that for me. They also Cursed Body their own Discharge. Nice. Okay, and Miraidon can't switch now because they've now lost 2 Pokemon. All right, all right. Instant might not be able to switch either, but I mean, we saw how much damage that did. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I love this for us. I really do. Let's bring in Miraidon. We have the pivot if we need it, depending on what the last Pokemon is. I can't. Oh yeah, I can't Icy Wind with my Bundle, but you know what I can do? I can Encore. Yeah, I can Encore. Okay. We're gonna Meteor. We're gonna Encore. And if this forces them into Discharge, they can only struggle, which is going to be amazing. Yeah. We did get the Parting Shot off, which means Instant is still around, so I do have Intimidate to hit the Garchomp with, which will definitely help Arceus in the long run. Okay, let's see how this goes. So there's the Encore, which is going to force Miraidon into the last move it used, which is Discharge, which it can't. I land the Draco Meteor. So there's just a knocked out Chomp. All right. Let's see right here. Opposing Miraidon's Discharge is disabled. Nice. Okay, so no struggle, but that's fine with me. We can Draco Meteor. How many turns of... 2 turns, okay. Well, I'm just going to hit Protect. Just to stall out a turn of that. And we also land the Draco Meteor, so you know what, we're fine. Nice. All right, Arceus didn't even get to come in. We didn't even need to Tera. I can certainly say we got a little bit naughty with that one there with the the Encore tech. Yeah, we got a little bit naughty there with the fake out disruption in the Encore, but hey, I'm okay with that. If Draco Meteor had missed, well, you guys would have gotten to see a Miraidon struggle, which yeah, that's absolutely diabolical, but also absolute cinema right there. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Sorry about doing that to you. Except not really, because that was entertaining for me. But yeah, anyways, good game to my opponent. Hey, thank you guys so much for checking out this naughty and nice themed team. We were able to snag victory away from 3 different opponents, and while games 1 and 2 were a bit of some nail biters here, we were able to step on the gas for that game 3, and we sped to victory quite quickly, actually. That was only about maybe 3 or 4 turns, but I'm pretty happy about the team, and I certainly hope you guys are as well. And not only did we get to celebrate our own victories in these matches, but today's partner, Cheeky, also got to celebrate a little victory of their own with the release of their naughty and nice set. So be sure to check them out with my code Shucko over at usecheeky.com/Shucko to snag yourself some of their 4-ounce blocks of delight for 10% off. As far as our games went, we had a bit of a nail biter here with Arceus staring down a Tera normal extreme speed Dragonite, but Arceus didn't really care too much. It went for that sword stance, it kept calm and carried on, and then got to fire off not 1 but 2 of its own extreme speeds to finish the deed. And then in game 2, we ended up going up against Calyrex Ice Rider, which not only had Trick Room working in its favor, but it also had Decorate working in its favor. It got up to +3 attack, and Amoonguss just said, nah bro, and just hit it with a Clear Smog, wiping away those boosts the same way that Cheeky Soap will remove away that grind from you in the shower. Oh look, bonus ad segment, I guess, here. And then in game 3, we got to have some fun with Iron Bundle with its Icy Wind, slowing down the opposing Miraidon after hitting it with a Fake Out. And then not only did my Miraidon eventually get around to dealing with theirs with a Draco Meteor, we got to Volt Switch off a Thorkel, we got the Draco Meteor a Garchomp, and we just had a wonderful time at the end of the day. And plus, their own Miraidon picked up the 4th KO into the Dragapult, so that was quite nice. And we also got to Encore them into a disabled move, so you know what? Awesome times. So be sure to let me know what you think of the team down in the comments below, and if you want to use this team in the future. Well, we're going to do a little bit of something different here. We're going to put a little bit of a like goal on here. So let's say maybe 25 likes, and I'll make a rental code for this team. Yeah, I think that's fair. 25 likes. I think it's a pretty reasonable number. We get 25 likes, I'll make a rental code. And if not, well, I'll certainly make a pokey paste to put in the description as well. So be sure to check that out if you want to. Anyways, thank you guys once again so much for watching. And don't forget, check out Cheeky with their naughty and nice set using my code Shucko. Anyways, see you later.